Hey, folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to Motorsport Mondays, our only source of F1-ish entertainment until the end of August. Although, some people are saying the last Indy race was really good. Some people on Reddit were saying that, so I don't know if I can find where to watch that after the fact and see how it goes, but, hey, Buff. You know what? The less things change, the more fun they are. But no, of course we're not going to fire Monty. Don't be crazy! In fact, it'll be horrible if she suddenly decides to retire. That would be miserable. Oh man. Very excited for today's race, because here's the thing. We've got a lot of the season left. There is still a chance that we could come out first on top of all this. It is going to be exceptionally difficult. I mean, right now we're actually third overall. We are really fighting for second. First, there's enough of the season left it could happen, but it is admittedly a little unlikely because of the way that they keep coming in just first and second over there. Hopefully, we get a good race against Scuderia Rossini, put ourselves back into second place overall here, which is millions of dollars of difference between first and second over here. So it is a significant chunk of change. We really want to do well today. It's going to be incredibly important. We're actually having a rainy day today. Over in Russia, rain is predicted for race day, so fingers crossed that is going to make it very exciting. The other thing that's very exciting is that we do have a new engine. Now, it's not all the way up there in reliability yet, and this engine does have the larger red zone. However, reliability, or top speed is not crucial for this race, therefore the decay is not going to be any faster. So we only have about 40% reliability to play with over here, right? This is the same as if we went into a race with a 60% reliability part. I think that's too narrow. I think that's too much of a risk. I really want to take this new engine in, but I think it's too much of a risk. We might have been able to, if I'd canceled this, no, I kind of wanted that raising up. Yeah, I don't know if there's a good way to, like, get this to be going for this race. Dang. Because it definitely would be a big performance boost. 2275 to 2392. Probably it is a tier improvement, which is a big deal. But I think it's too rough. At least with this one, it's 100% reliability. We can just redline it the entire time. What I might do is switch these two engines over here, because Chica has better fuel conservation, so she wants an engine, well, not redline it the whole time, orange line it the whole time. So I propose we do this little swap over here. Chica has better fuel economy, so she's much happier if she can push the engine to its limits for longer. Whereas Rhea has to pull back to yellow a little bit sooner, so the reduced reliability is going to be fine. I don't know if it matters since it's not a crucial part. Probably doesn't make a difference, but I think we'll go ahead and do that. The second race of the day, we're definitely going to have the legendary engine in place. We've also, I believe, started working on our brakes, which are the worst thing in our car right now, so we'll see how that goes. Swaggy Black, I already have a Mini Motorways video on YouTube. Someone else tweeted me the other day too. Hey, why don't you try Mini Motorways? I have a video for it on YouTube already. It's great. I love it. It's fantastic. So, yeah. Check the channel out. Maybe I should do more. If people are so into it right now. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know if it's the sort of thing that's super exciting to watch over and over and over again. But maybe. It's really fun to play. I've played it quite a bit. Because I was a huge fan of Mini Metro, which was their first game. It was huge. Check the pit crew contract. So first of all, did we cycle? We did cycle the pit crew last time, so that's good. Contracts, we are looking at 8 races. I think that's just the case. I think we've got lots of time left for these guys, so that's going to be okay. At some point, Pierce is going to have to get fired here because they are burnt out, so we'll hopefully find someone decent. I think we're ready to go, you guys. Check the sponsor status. Sponsors are good. Because I think what happened at the end of last stream is I did go and like start the development of the brake, because the engine ended. I started the brake development, which I think is just a dummy brake, and I think I might have picked up. I might have been Ambrosini over here as a sponsor. I feel like that might be something that renewed between the sessions as well. Hey Halko, thank you very much for that. Fast and rain, what could possibly go wrong? Exactly. Also, we do have some resubs coming in right now. Ghost Boy, thank you very much for 58 months. Almost 5 years of entertainment. Yeah, Nachos at 70 months as well, with the drunken manager who's got some puns all the time. What do you use to cut a Roman emperor's hair? Caesar's. Long fairy tales have tendency to drag on. Wife tried to apply to post office, but they wouldn't let her. They said only males work here. Oh my god, that's terrible. Grand Top at 22 months. Starfire at 56 months. Lochthar at 53 months. Hope you're enjoying the RimWorld there, Lochthar. Ranger at 6 months. Henzu at 57 months. That one weird kid at 39 months. Sarge Dragonis at 43 months. KLBG at 24 months for a 2-year Twitch anniversary. Jebediah Swanson at 11 months. A Red Pandalorian at 30 months. Finn McCool at 76 months. Thank you very much for that. Let's get racing. New strats, just ram your vehicles. Exactly. Go. So, again, like, there's a good chance, especially in the rain, we might hit 3rd and above. But maybe not in the quality and stuff. So I think this is much better expected value over here. I think it's a no-brainer to pick this. Since it's not a tremendous difference between the two, and we're much more likely to get both halves of this payout. We may, like, whether we get any of this is hard. And it's much less likely we get in qualifying. So even if we get it in the actual race, we're still behind special effects. So we're going to grab that. Tire selection. So it is going to be rain. So maybe this tire selection doesn't matter as much. But sometimes they lie. It says rain and it's completely dry the entire time. It does actually happen plenty of times. Tire wear is considered fairly high. 18 we know is a little on the cooler side. Definitely I think we're not interested in running hards. The pit stop I think is about normal-ish over here, because this doesn't really count as cutting a corner, and it's, you know, the pit straight is more or less normal. I think there's no special strategy one way or another, but I think running hards, first of all, we'd have to push to keep up the temperature, so that's no good. I think we'll probably go with something like this. Although I am tempted. No, I think I like this, and I think if we do race a bunch, I think there'll be a fair more softs. It might be something like soft, intersoft, or some combination like that. Yeah, Crit agrees with me, 531. I think 531 is most likely to be closest to what we need, I think. Yeah, more softs, more flexibility, especially assuming wets. Even if it turns out to be completely dry, this is going to be okay. If it's completely dry, the only thing we'll be cursing ourselves is if we didn't practice on a particular tire to bring in the knowledge or something. I suspect what we'll do is we'll practice on mediums in case we want the medium tire knowledge for bulky, in case we end up doing a medium soft or something like that. Tire wear is very high. 33 laps. 33 laps. Okay, and yeah, part fitting, we just made an ajustement, so I think we're going to be okay. Race. Hold on. Gotta open my sody pop. Generic brand Diet Cola. Delicious. Man, I'm so happy I'm one of these, you know, these wealthy influencers who get only the fanciest goods. 18 degrees may have to push the tires a bit. Yeah, I agree, Crit. Which is also one of the reasons I brought so many softs, is because the softs will be temperature stable. The mediums we know are not. It's not RC, it's Selection brand, which I think is the brand from the Metro grocery stores. Yeah, it's just grocery store generic brand. Okay. Click, click. Go, go. Yeah, we'll practice on the mediums. On the in case we do decide we need the knowledge. So yeah, actually, medium, soft. 33 laps. Theoretically, you could do soft. But I think in practice, that's too tight of a margin and isn't going to work. So if it turns out to be completely dry for race day, most likely what's going to happen is we're going to run medium with a little bit of pushing to maintain temperature, because it's only 18 degrees, followed by soft in the end. Or we could do medium, soft, actually. Maybe medium, soft, actually, for race day. So I'll practice on mediums. Well, I mean... No, I'm going to practice on mediums. I want to leave as many softs available for things. So the knowledge may not matter at all. Well, Balky might still use the medium knowledge, even just doing the single stint. So it's going to be okay. Yeah, I always list the tires normally from, like, I tend to list them from, like, hardest to softest or whatever I'm using the most. That's not necessarily the order of our stints, but I think we'll just practice on mediums, and then we won't have to change tires either, so that's going to be okay. How are we looking for configuration? Speed balance is going to be towards acceleration. We don't know anything else in here, so I guess I'll just go ahead and shorten the speed balance, and then see what kind of stats we end up with. I don't think it's going to be too low, since we're already on the pretty short end of the gear ratio. I don't think it's going to go too much further over there. And yeah, I'm just hoping it's not just wet or inter as a day, because that would be kind of annoying, because if you literally only use one tire compound through the entire race, then basically the only thing that matters is pure car performance, which means we're not going to do that well. We're hoping for variable weather so that we can optimize our tire changes and beat the AI that way. Nachos! Hey, thank you very much, Nachos, for the contribution to Whiskey and Chocolate Fun. Phone background is now snow, and my lock screen is now ducks. Also, did you see my Laundry message about color? My hair gold on Discord yet? No, I didn't see that. I'll have to take a look. Dark humor time. Once visited a crematorium, give discounts for burn victims. No. I'll have to check the Discord thread. For, I guess people are dyeing their hairs? I don't know. We have enough tires to get knowledge on both soft, mediums, and soft. That's true, and we may try to do that. Because you're right, we don't really need to keep 3 softs for race day. So we might do a change here. It is a little harder on the races with fewer laps like this one to get the knowledge, because the knowledge that you develop during practice seems to be based on how many laps you complete, not on actual distance driven. So I don't know. Okay. Is this the original timeline for the first series? Yeah, this is still the same save from the start, if that's what you're asking. Intermediate knowledge would build super slowly because it's dry during practice, and it's not going to be worth pursuing. It would be incredibly hard to get much in the way of knowledge, since it's dry. Okay, let's go. Let's do some race trim. Go, go. Race trim. Go, go. Bring in. Bring in. Yeah, if we could get wet tire knowledge, inter or full wets, during practice, it actually would be pretty cool. But it also, like, it already sort of doesn't make sense that you can do your quali trim practice on your non-quali tire. So it would really be unrealistic if you get wet tire knowledge. You're right, we could get a high feedback pay driver for these practices. That wouldn't be a terrible idea. Let's add in quite a lot of downforce. And we'll see what this does, actually. Glass jar filled with 203 Danish kroner pictures? No, I didn't. I have been busy this morning recording some EU4 as Croatia. Oops. Wait a minute. Did the downforce just reset? I accidentally right-clicked over here. Well, maybe I clicked reset the default. Yeah, okay. It was an accidental right-click, but it must have been... Yeah, it's an accidental right-click on reset the default. Okay, I'm like, wait, why did the downforce just change itself again? But that would be why. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, we'll do something like that and see what it does. Yeah, I don't know if Alchemander? I don't remember your name. But something like that. I don't know if you're in a Twitch chat, but... I'm just going to say thank you for pointing out a rule that many people were surprised to learn about in Discord, that when you are warned by a nation, it only affects declarations of war against nations they are adjacent to, which means you are free to make declarations of war against countries they are not adjacent to. I'm not going to say anything, but that might be somewhat relevant to what's going to happen in our Croatia game here. We went from poor to good. It's possible that this poor was on the cusp of a good and the great's over here, but it feels very unlikely. I think we're needing to dial in some more downforce, almost certainly. The handling went from great to good, so we know we need to stiffen up the suspension, probably something like that. We were good, we're great over here. I'm going to put in another shortening of the speed balance and see what that does over there for us. Do. Whoa! Purple, good purple. What is this? I mean, it makes sense, right? You're warning a country not to declare war on any of your neighbors. Except at no point does it actually tell you that in the event. Okay, well, this is really good, because We're at 95% with the good, which means these two purples must be really nice. And obviously, we're on the edge of greatness over here. Turning darkness to light. We probably want to go to the left of the previous handling, but I don't know by how much. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to adjust the rear angle to keep the acceleration where it was, more or less. Okay, we're going to do this and see what this does. So Balky's obviously going to be very close very fast. In fact, I suspect she's going to be good after this one here. Monty's going to need a little bit more work for the balance. Whoa! Purple, purple, yellow! Hello, hello. So, and we know where the great speed balance is. And it's actually quite informative. So there's a good, great. So we went too far to the left. Now it's possible the excellent is to the right of this previous great. In fact, almost might be more likely. Maybe not quite that far. Okay, let me try something like that. That might break the handling, but we can fix it after. Okay, this is quite interesting. So we broke the speed. So we know the speed balance has got to be slightly to the left. And our handling was great. Okay, it was great here. It's good here. Still great. So almost certainly the handling's got to go a little bit to the left. Some more. And then the speed balance has to move to the left there. Check the handling again. Okay, it's slightly to the left of the previous excellent, but hang on. The handling is great. Are those two handling things near the same place? Oh, that's annoying. I didn't realize that. But it's good over here. I mean, we're to the left of the previous thing. It might be excellent there. We might need to send it a little further over, though. Maybe something like that? Maybe. Then I gotta adjust the speed balance again. Okay, speed balance is back on excellent. The handling is like a half a notch to the left of its two greats and away from this good. I think that might be very, very, very close. %. Oh, the handling needs to move over a little to the left. Not that much, though. Something like that. And then what I can do is just rebalance these two kind of like this. And I think that's it. I think that'll be our 99. So that's going to be okay. All right, let's just send Monty out. Let's call Monty's going to come in again. So we'll still be able to double check, but I think that's going to be pretty close. Triple purple. Yeah, baby. Triple purple with a 98. Come on! What is this crap? So what we'll do is we'll just fling in... We'll just do this to shake it up and see what falls at. If we race down to 98, we're going to be fine and happy with that. Okay, go. So Someone's sure there's 100 coming up. I don't know, man. Okay, we're going to be bringing them in a sec here. Hopefully Monty will finish this knowledge. We will see. Still on a 98. Really. These two are so drastically different from each other. But they're all purple. So what we need to do is nudge them both like a few pixels to the right. So if I do this, and then that. A little more here. There we go. That might do it. We'll see. Quality trim. Go, go. Oh, and switch to softs. Are you going to do it, or should I cancel the bring in? I think I'm going to cancel the big bring in. Monty's going to do one more lap. Okay. And then I think it's going to be perfect. Purple, purple, purple. 98%. Come on. I'm just gonna do a couple of those and see what happens. We'll get some information out of it. Hashtag Team Emma. You know what? Both of you just go to full reds. We'll have you come in then. You won't get your full planned stint length, but that's going to be okay. Oh, shit! Balky's in? Curses! I missed that. 99%. Alright. Good. Balky, stay out. Give me knowledge. Monty's coming in now. Triple purple and 98%. You know what? I don't care. Maybe? Perfect. Just barely. First and fourth. But yeah, good times on this track. I don't know. Monty's apparently really good at this track for some reason. Team Emma undefeated. Back me up on this. Does or does not Monty mostly outperform expectations? Well, they both outperform expectations. Monty tends to qualify better. But every season so far, Balky has done better in the championship. This is the first season, I believe, that Monty is ahead of Balky through the championship for more than, you know, maybe a race or two. She's like 4th versus 6th or something like that. So Monty is currently doing better right now in the championship. Don't think the AI uses high engine modes in practice. No, I don't think so either. That's true. So that messes our times. That's true. Good point. All right, qualifying day. Let's go. So we're gonna go quality trim, sweeter spots. Quality trim, super overtake. Now we could, with Balky, run soft tire knowledge instead of sweeter spots. We don't think this does much of a difference though. And sweeter spots doesn't improve your performance, but increases the odds that you'll get a good performance. So yeah, 99, we're gonna be fine with that. Soft tires, yeah. 98, we're gonna have to just be fine with that. Soft tires, yeah. I mean, maybe there's some other tweaks I could find, but I don't care anymore. Okay. Take quali. Again, we'll do our standard where we send someone out send them both out immediately for no traffic. And half the time they end up doing better for this than the stint later when they're all rubbered in. Actually, I'd say more than half the time. I don't know why, but it seems to be that way. All right, let's go. Ooh, Monty. Oh my god. I mean, she's going to get passed by Holden here, but that was a really good time. Half a second faster than Balky in qualifying. Super overtake mode, baby. It's pretty super. I mean, it's right there in the name. Now, these are longish... Oh, no, only 109. It's not so bad. So we're going to wait until the last possible minute. And lots of tire gripping to send them out. Probably go around now. Send Balky or Monty out first because she does tend to go a little faster with super overtake, so she's less likely to slow down Balky. Bit of a gap. Send out Balky. Okay. Monter overheated and still had a good time. Wow. I mean, super overtake is insane. Ooh, that's bad. Overheated and only good. Overheated and great. Yeah. They're all rough on their brakes. Okay, green, so they're both doing better times than their initial one. Is it going to be better enough to advance? No, Monty improved her time but didn't improve her position. Balky improved her time so much she actually came out ahead of Monty. That's actually nuts, but very good for us. Very good for us. Wow. That's really good. Balky hasn't had a good race start in a while. So that's very nice. All right, here we are on race day. What does the weather actually look like? Look at all that rain, you guys. Oh, there's so much rain. Balky had double perfect on her first lap and still messed up. All right. We could plan on starting with soft as our stints. That can bring us up to lap 20, which is about as far as we have info. Maybe it starts raining around then. On the other hand, maybe we do something like soft medium, which will get us a little further. Well, you know, we're going to have lots of information. After we do our first soft stint, we're probably going to have information about the entire wetness of the race. So we could start on soft and then see what it is and make a plan. However, it is possible, and in fact, I'd say fairly likely, that Monty, I don't think it calculates in, but if we give her light-footed for these medium tires, I don't think it shows it to us. Yeah, it doesn't update those numbers. But there's a very good chance Monty might be able to do 16 and 16 on these mediums, and only one stop. I'm not sure that's the plan for today. And the reason is, she'll just barely manage it, which means she'll be spending a lot of time in the bottom-most thing. And it's cool still. We know... Actually, it's not as cold. The start of the race isn't as cold as expected. It might drop down to 18, where we do need to push the tires to keep them warm. But so far, that's not the case. I'm not sure that medium, like saving a pit stop is actually going to be the winning play for Monty on this race. Yeah, it was predicted to be 18, and I think it's going to end at 18. And at 18, we do have to push the mediums, which means the second stint, her life, the medium life is going to be shortened. And I think that makes it that much more difficult for her to do medium. Plus, if there's rain at the end, then we would have been happier if we've done something like soft medium or something like that, rather than medium and then half of another medium tire, which would be less great. So yeah, there's at least 25 laps without rain. I think what we do is we go soft into medium, and then probably another soft at the end, or if they don't last long enough for some reason, we can do another medium stint. But I suspect we're going to look like soft, medium, soft. Or what we could do is we could do soft, soft, medium, which, I mean, is another thing. If it looks like it's going to be dry the whole time, we could soft, soft, medium. It would be very nice, though, to have our drivers on two different tire strats just to avoid double stacking in the pits. Since this is a really short... So there are very few laps. Each lap is long. It's really going to be bad on our performance if we have to pit someone one lap early or one lap late to break up the pit stops. That's really going to be suboptimal. We do have a fear of the double stack because if they're literally right behind each other, they need a 2.5 second gap between each other, which admittedly happens most of the time. So usually it's okay, but not always. We've absolutely been screwed without refueling on the double stacking before. So the only question is, do we start both of them on soft, or do we start one on soft, one on medium? Because I think starting both on soft, I think starting on soft is the optimal play here. But I kind of like the idea of trying to split up their pits. Just make sure that there's no overlap between them. And if so, what we do, we start Monty on mediums because she's behind Balky. Both on hards. And then the crazy thing is, if we do start Balky on mediums, do we run her with her light-footed? Do we think it's going to work? I feel like no. I think we are hoping for something like soft into like intermediates. Yeah, agreed. I think that is likely would lead to the best results for us. Although honestly, I'm not sure the softs would last long enough to hit the rain proper. So I suspect, let's assume it starts raining around lap 25. We can't soft into that, but soft medium would work, or medium soft. So I suspect, no matter what, we have to run a medium. And so, yeah, we'll start Balky on softs and then plan on switching her to mediums for her middle stint. We'll start Monty on mediums, plan on switching her to softs for middle stint. And then that final stint in the end, where they may be close and double stacking, which would be awkward and annoying, but what can we do about it? Either we're going to switch to a final soft, or we'll have to switch to some sort of wet compound. I think I like this. So, Monty, you're behind, so start on the mediums. So we're just doing inverted. We're doing the same strategy, but inverted order is all that's going to happen here. We're not going to run light-footed. We're going to run race trim, medium tire, because that's where we'll get the biggest benefit from the trade. So same thing, race trim, medium tire. Even though we might do 2 stints on softs, I think the medium knowledge is going to be better. Give Monty light-footed in case it is possible. Oh, to just do 1 stop. I mean, maybe. I guess if it turns out to be dry the entire time, maybe we just medium with her. I think I'd rather do this, because here's the thing. I think if she ends up doing medium, soft, yeah, it's an extra pit stop, but it's not that bad. And then, obviously, if we go medium, soft, or medium, soft, wet, the medium life doesn't matter. I'm worried about the second medium not having the temperature, which is why I'm not planning going medium, because I think we'll have to push on the second stint for the mediums to last in the temperature, because that is going to drop. So I think it would be a waste. So I think the medium tire knowledge is going to be better. All right, done. I'm just going for it. So we're splitting these strats over here. Chica's ahead, so she's got the fastest tire, so that should work out pretty well. You guys are going to start the race like this, and we might do a tiny push at the start. I don't know. We don't really have a lot of laps to spare. A little bit. We have a tiny few laps to spare in here. But not much. I think we'll start on double orange just for the start of the race, but I think literally just the start, like first couple of corners or something like that. Okay, let's go. Race day! So, yeah, pretty standard. We tend to see the people that started the race on the softest compounds, and then, going to the middle, and then the hardest at the back. So that's all pretty much normal for what we're used to seeing. We've got full fuel loads because we intend on pushing our engines the entire time, which we believe we've calculated to be the superior, the faster strat, assuming you've got the engine condition to support it, which we do right now. And we're off. So wouldn't it be surprised if Lawrence passes Monty right away? Indeed, that is exactly what happens. Monty losing another place to Taylor. Now that's kind of annoying because they are on a medium. But Balky, I think, made up a space. Yeah, coming ahead of Flores, who was on medium tires. Dropping down some more. Oof. Alright, we're going to go to neutral on our tires now. And I'm kind of okay with this. AI does love to push really aggressively early on, but that often will lead to an extra stop. So I'm not too worried. Okay, Balky did the best first sector. Yeah, that's true. That if we don't push, then the longer we stay in the higher performance band, the better. Avoid that lower one, especially with the soft tires here, because it's such a drop-off. All right, we've got our ERS. I don't think I want to use it through this corner sequence. I'm fine with triggering the ERS here or here. Either one I think are pretty good choices. Maybe this being preferred because it's longer. I mean, it's sort of a gentle curve, but we should still be able to do some overtakes there. Monty lost another position. Terrible. Come on, Monty. And a crash immediately. I assume we're in Sector 2 now. We must be, because we've clocked in our Sector 1 time, so there's no overtaking in Sector 2, so we're not going to hit our ERS button. We'll wait for this corner, and then we'll give it a go. Go. Now, Balky can't really overtake much over here. But if I'm going to ERS one, I want to ERS both so they don't get in each other's way. Hopefully Monty is able to do some overtaking. So that's at least one. You should get through that corner over here. I mean, we're through a corner sequence here. There we go! There we go! Wow! We got value out of that bad boy. Holy cow. Okay. Now, of course, plenty of other people have ERS, but maybe they won't do it as well. Shut up. You're doing fine. You're in 4th place. Chill out. Valky, you weren't right on their butts before. Now you're right on their butts, which is actually surprising and impressive. How's the rain looking? Okay, it is going to be a little wet at the end. We'll see exactly how wet. I don't... Oh, you are side by side. Okay, I'll use the ERS here. It's not a lot, but it was enough. And actually, challenging Becker here. In the Merc. What is going on? And they got plenty of charge. ERSing, but not getting past... no reason to defensively ERS here, because we were blocked in by Becker anyway. And this person has tons of charge. It's okay. We'll just let him burn it. It's going to be fine. Monty is defending against people who are ERSing. No, they're not ERSing. So let's not worry about this. Fuel loads are fine. Tire temps... I'm surprised the mediums aren't a little warmer than this. Holding up Lawrence here. His soft tires are about to fall off soon, though. Lost the advantage, really, of it. Stole one of Becker's illegal parts. Yeah, maybe that's what happened. Now, those are just nasty rumors. That will probably come to bear fruit at some point when they lose some position. The only question is, how many races are going to get to take advantage of? No, I don't know. I think their cars, they're just really, really strong out of the box at the start of the season. We catch up with our, like, mid-season improvements, generally speaking, to the AI, but, like, this is just classic sort of, like, you know, 2 years ago Mercedes dominance. Alright. I don't think... Is Tyler... Who does Tyler race for? Tyler's one of our opponents. There's Scuderia. Rossini, right? It's Tyler and Motti? So that's really good. Yeah, that's really good. Okay. We're getting a fair amount of ERS, but not pressured to use it yet. How's that final rain looking? Ooh, we did just get past there, which... And another one coming. I probably... Let's go now. Mostly to defend, but we might be able to regain 5th here. There are a fair number of corners, which does make it difficult, but there you go. Good job, Monty. And start conserving the ERS again. Balky's got tons of ERS, but not in a position to make a jump on anyone yet, but we'll probably use it this lap. Her tires are definitely starting to get a bit old. So how wet are we looking? Not too much. Looks like about... because each one of those are not one lap. Really, it's so far, and it's going to drop off. Looks like maybe, I'm betting 3 laps where we'd like to be on inters. But I don't know if that justifies a change. Okay, what we could consider with Monty is we could go medium, inter for the end of the race. Balky might be able to go soft, medium into inters, or I don't know. I think that is enough water that we will want to use inters for the end. Alright, Balky, you got to go ahead and boogie, because you're just going to hold up Monty now. Let's burn the ERS. You've got lots of it. You might even be able to catch up. Oh, we've got some boxing happening already. Oh yeah, Monty just burned through their softs. I don't think we're changing our timings, like in terms of push or anything like that. Yeah, the temps are going up. It is cooling down, though, so we're not going to have as much of a problem with the softs later on. In fact, the mediums may have to get pushed later just to maintain for Balky's second stint here. So very soon, Balky's going to complain about the tire deg. I think we're going to do one more lap. I mean, really, we were predicting maybe 10 laps, but I think 9 may be it. I'm not boxing now. Oh, shit, Monty. Here. Let's do that. If we box for the next one... So we'll have done 9 laps is what we'll have done on this. What's the length on the mediums? 14. So we'll have done 23 laps, which isn't quite long enough. And we don't want to hit the cliff on Balky, but I think we're going to have to have her go into that lowest performance band. Nope, no mods. We could go to hards. The timing would work out very well, but I'd rather have the slightly softer compounds and stretch them out a bit. Okay, CRS so you don't hold up Monty, who's like crushing on these mediums. There you go. So we're now entered the lowest performance band. So we've lost a lot of time now on these tires. They're much, much, much slower. Maybe we do just go to hards. Or soft, soft, soft. How long do the hards last? 19 laps, which is actually kind of okay. We're going to have to push a fair bit to keep the temps up, though. So they definitely won't last 19 laps, which is fine. We don't need them to last 19 laps. Because 19 laps would bring us to lap 27. Which is kind of where... Actually, no, that's kind of ideal. We can't take a lot of life out of the hards. What if you just go soft, soft, soft? Oh, we don't have enough softs for that. God, do we have to go hards and then... I think we kind of have to go hards. I'm just really worried about the temperature. But yeah, I think we have to go hards. And we're definitely boxing here. So we'll give it a little bit of a push. Dang. Alright. Yeah, shorter stints of medium soft to avoid hards. Yeah, I agree. Drop this down because we can't do a lot of pushing on the hards. We're going to be doing a little bit to maintain temperature, and that will probably we're hoping that lines us up just perfectly. Let's go with ERS right now to get past 10 as early as possible. There's a lot of corners here. The ERS efficiency on corners is fine. It's just annoying if you're wasting ERS unable to pass because of corners. Monty is first. I mean, she hasn't pitted yet. But she is leading the Grand Prix, the Russia GP. She's definitely got a few more laps. I thought, oh, there's someone coming in for repairs. No, that's Tyler's car. That's all busted up. I'll keep closing in on someone else again. Who's she closing in on? Madi, who's on hards. He's being held up, which is great news, actually. We'll just charge up here. Yeah, the mediums are definitely getting cool. So the hards... I'm really worried about how much we're going to have to push these hards to maintain temps. We'll see. Anyway, I think Monty's going to go medium. And at least with her, there's going to be... her pushing on the second stint at mediums is going to be fine. We're going to go ahead and ERS here. And then stop it. So we're going to keep an eye on this hard temperature over here. Luckily, it's not the coldest yet. Ooh, must have overtaken some people in the pits. Balky. Oh, you're boxing. Okay. So whether or not you pass this doesn't make much of a difference, although we're very happy to be slowing you down as long as possible. I think we're going to do another lap here. Let's see. 12. So we're thinking... Let's say lap 26. So if we did 13 and 13... with these mediums, that's going to be kind of perfect. So we'll do one more lap here with Monty. Although we're going to have to do a little pushing, but yeah, it should work out fine. Okay, so she's starting her 13th lap now. We're going to call her in for the pits. And do that. Yeah, lap 26, perfect. I think so. It feels about right. So 13 and 13 with Monty. And then we're going to go standard pit strategy, because you don't gain... You gain very little here. It's actually like 0 seconds, and there's like weird rounding that goes on. For the amount of work we do in the cars, there's not enough of a saving in my esteem to go fast as opposed to balanced. Okay, we got a good amount of ERS here with Monty. I guess we can probably dump it now. Since we're not passing, it doesn't really matter when I use it. I don't know, a little bit later. Something like that. Okay, go. Push those tires. So where are we thinking we're going to come out here? We might come out right behind Flores. We might come out behind DeGraff. I guess it sort of gave us a prediction in there, but we'll see. So if it's DeGraff, it's about 20 seconds that we lost in the pits. These actually might be fairly short pit times. Goes Balky. Okay. No, they're shorter than expected. They're only about 16 seconds in the pits. Alright, we got lots of charge on both cars. Monty theoretically should be faster than Balky because somewhat softer tire compound. If Monty ends up right behind Balky, we'll probably have to use T-Motors. Balky, this is James. Exactly. Honestly, this track here, I think we can pretty much use ERS anywhere, other than like a couple of sharp corners, like this one here. We should actually be able to pass on corners fairly decently, so I don't think I actually have to stress about where I use ERS the same way. Hume is planning on boxing, so whether or not we pass them doesn't make a huge difference, but the sooner we do it, because they're clearly slowing us down here. See if we... Safety car! We can't pit. We can't pit. God damn. So Hume's going to get a free pit stop here, which is really annoying. The problem is going to be our tires are going to get super cold. Even though we're behind a safety car, well, I guess I'll conserve a little here. Long till rain, pit for softs. softs would last almost the perfect amount of time. But maybe not quite. I think we'd hit a little bit of performance issues. I think we have to stay out. Our tires are so fresh. Our tires are so fresh. Ah, that is rough timing. Soon, Monty, when the race restarts, Monty's going to complain about having been behind Balky for 2 laps. It's like, yeah, it's called the safety car. Look it up. Now, Balky's not on fresh tires, but they should last. I mean, maybe, I don't know. Try and preserve a little temp here. Yes, I know that we got lots of fuel. It's called the safety car. Look it up. Alright, we are a go. I'm going to go to red mode here. I'm going to orange here. Both of them are going to ERS immediately. Since everyone else is going to ERS as well. I'm sorry, it looks like Becker got bumped into the pits. Oh, sorry, Holden. Okay. That seems idiotic, but sure. Boxing for softs now, which is amazing. And Hume pitted for used softs during the safety car. Well, they were going to pit anyway. I don't know if those used softs are going to last until the rain. Oh! Balky! Go! 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 Just get ahead of them and then slow them down. Oh, we're not clearly ahead. And then Monty's losing a place here. I'm going to use a little ERS. Just in case it can make a difference. But not quite. Maybe. Yes! Balky's leading the race like proper, too. Proper lead. Monty's still wheel to wheel over here with Flores. But I don't think there's anything I can do for Monty, unfortunately. Alright. Keep running in overtake mode, actually. Well, you know what? No, go to high now. I'm going to go neutral on these tires. We're just going to maintain the temperature. We can push a little bit more on these hards for the temperature, I think. I don't know. Let's slow down a little bit, because if we can keep this car slowed down, good things might happen. Oh, you're ERSing now. How much charge does Becker have? Oh, a crap ton. So there's almost certainly nothing we can do, except maybe. Really holding up Becker. Wow. All right. Then, yeah, they had infinite ERS, so they were going to get through. There was no question about it. Monty's losing positions like crazy mad here. That is disappointing, Monty. We'll give you an ERS charge and we'll do some overtaking. I am worried about the temperature of these tires. God damn it, Monty! Okay, I mean, admittedly, the 2 people ahead of you are on softs. Which they probably won't be able to carry through until the rain. Let's see if we can get ahead of them again here, actually. There you go. And another. Another! Looks like we cut the corner there, but sure. I think that actually always happens at this rate. I think the path that the cars are programmed to follow isn't quite lined up with the track at that end, so it always looks like they cut that corner. Come on, Monty. Oh, Balky gonna lose a position here. Hold on. For our tournament rivals. Come on. They have some ERS too. On these temps. Russia car corners you. Hear me, baby? Hold together. Yeah, racing Flores. Yeah. Yeah, the inter-timing is going to be everything. Oh, there we go. Good job, Monty. No ERS or anything. Lucia. Uh-huh. Didn't even know her first name. But Monty does. Bit of a rivalry. Oh, let's defensively ERS over there. And actually, me give it a boost with Valky too, just to make sure we don't fall behind. Or, like, hold each other up. Push, push, push. Alright, 3 more laps. You know what? Monty at least might be able to stay on push. I'm not sure. Maybe both. There's no cliff on the hards. Why so many crashes? No safety car this time, though. Wow. One more laps? I think so. So I think... because we're working on completing lap 23. Yeah, maybe. Maybe we need to be a little bit more worried. I don't know. It's all the rain, yeah, causing problems. Exactly. Becker has just boxed for inters. I guess they needed new tires. They were on softs, and they're like, we know there's going to be rain, and that's like, well, they were in a shit position. They don't want to stop again. I'm assuming Becker drove her softs like down to the limit. I don't know. And felt like they couldn't squeeze another lap out. And they're like, I guess we got to finish on inters. That's going to be really bad for them. Damn. Yeah, I might have a worse forecast. That's potentially true. Well, I think at this point, like, that's close enough that even if you didn't have a forecast center, I think you'd be okay. Yeah, there might be some double stack things. Well, we'll see about the tires and exactly when the rain's starting. We might split them. We might keep one out a little bit longer. Defend, defend, defend. Good, good, good. So rain has begun. Just barely. A little trickle. Well, maybe. I mean, there's a little dampness, but I guess not. I don't know. Hard to tell. Okay, now the rain has begun. Here comes the rain again. Who is this? 4th place. Flores is assigned to box now. Well, okay, it's the start of lap. They're going to be planning on boxing by the end of this lap. Which I think we can go for another. We need to push those tires. Let's push, push, and then double stack next time. I could split my pits, right? If I'm worried about double stacking, let's wait until we get nearer to the pit stop. No, it's still too early. It's still too early. We're going to do one more. Even if we have to eat a double stack. I know your tires are worn. You're in the lowest performance band. But that doesn't make much of a difference in the hard. Because we'd be boxing now. No. Absolutely positively, we're going for another here. Okay. Now we're going to plan to pit. Because that'll be pretty much about right. When we come out... It'll be basically about time. So, we're boxing from inters, which is all we are going to do. Park conditions are fine. Triple charge the battery. We'll go balanced, because a mistake would be really bad on a double stack. And yeah, it is going to be a double stack, and it's unavoidable. Okay. Yeah, we can push extra hard, because we're on push with the hards, but I'll go to attack. And maybe even red the engine, and let's pull back a little bit. We're going to try to put a little bit of space between Monty and Valky. Plus, 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 plus. What are we doing here? Yeah, most will lose 1 second. Yeah. But yeah, we're pushing to create a gap. Here, okay. Come into the pit box now. There we go. There's our gap. which is excellent. I'm going to prep for you to come out, probably on push, actually. Because, yeah, the Inters have tons of life in them. Box, I think we're good. Fingers crossed it didn't screw anything up with our clicking. And the thing goes badly in the pits. Excellent. I don't think we were really delayed. So, yeah, we've got, I mean, these tires, oh, we can't see here. The tires have tons of life. I'm betting we can just orange the tires to the end. Red is often wonky. So Taylor didn't pit, huh? Go. Go. Back to high mode. Yeah, that was a really smooth pit stop sequence. Hopefully Monty can get past Surikov. It is wet enough now. I mean, just barely, and especially depending on adaptability, but the people still on slicks are definitely losing time here. Definitely losing time. We are behind Becker, like, just, literally just. I wonder if we can squeeze by Becker here. The ERS just ended, but we might have carried enough velocity, and we've got the inside here for the final corner. Nice, nice, nice. Now, Madi is still ahead and has the net lead of the race over here. Now, some people are redding their tires. I think that's going to hit the temperature max too soon. So I think orange is actually going to be the sweet spot for this. And yeah, Becker burned through a lot of their tire already. Because they boxed like 2 laps early. Oh shit, that slowdown on rib actually sucks. We need to get through this as quickly as possible. There you go. Do not want to be held up on someone on slicks here. Wait for Monty to come right behind rib. There you go. Make sure you get that pass done as quickly as possible. Thank you. That's second to Madi, which is annoying. At this point, we actually don't even care that much that we're beating the Mercs. We need to beat the Ferraris as much as possible. Although, one of them is out of the race, so clearly it's going to go pretty well. Becker, wow. Even Monty here, catching up to Becker. I'm saying even Monty, like she's not a great driver. But, you know, our cars aren't so good. I was shocked when Balky did it. So that's why I'm like, even Monty too, so it wasn't just a fluke. Okay, tire temps are going up. Fuel's okay. Let's be especially okay for Balky. She actually might be able to make it to the end on orange. Maybe not quite. Monty will definitely have to pull back at some point. I wonder if Becker's chewed through her tire. She's still running it on red? Can you imagine she, like, has to pit again? There's no way. Yeah, I don't think there's... Monty's too far ahead, unfortunately. But maybe a 2-3 finish? Nice. Nice, Balky. Wow. Wow. Okay, tire temps, fine. Tire wear, excellent. It's only the tire temp, and honestly, at a certain point, we're not going to care that the tires are wearing twice as fast from temperature. So, there's no one... Well, Monty... Okay, no, there is someone right on Monty's ass. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that. Damn, that is annoying. Flores doesn't have a lot of ES charge. That's a good sign. Okay, there's a little bit of a gap there. So I guess actually I should be keeping an eye on Monty, because she's the one who's most likely to maybe be challenged here. But luckily we have more ERS charge. I am going to have to drop her engine mode down in a sec here. Yeah, I better go... God damn it, Becker. Okay. So Balky's basically got no one near her. We can't really catch up to Monty, and that's it. So all of our attention can be spent on Monty over here, defending fourth, which is about to become third. Oh, you can't see the RAS. Interesting. Temps are about to max out in these tires. Drop down to yellow right now. I mean, we're going to use the charge on Balky, but we can wait. 2 laps remaining indeed. Let's go to high engine mode over here. In fact, I think I can go back to push Potentially on both until the end. Especially since, yeah, I'm not worried about it overheating, actually. We've got lots of tire tread left. So second and third, we're just... Monty is everything right now. At some point, we'll hit Balky for time. Maybe we can best... No, we're not going to best time in the rain. That's not going to happen. Like fastest lap, I mean. But yeah, we're going to use it so that she doesn't overcharge. But don't think there's going to be a positional change ahead of us with 9 seconds. We're not going to catch up. Actually, it would have been nice if Holden had stayed behind Flores. In fact, now the risk is that Holden is caught up. Because that's what's all of a sudden scary. Because they're much more likely to make a strong move on Monty. We are on the final lap. Holden's got a good amount of charge, though so do we. Alright, let's hit Balky's button now. Our fuel is fine to orange. Tire's going to stay on orange. I don't think there's much race left. We're going to go ahead and hit the ERS now, I think. Go, go, go. I think once the tire hits 100% temp, then the tire mode doesn't have a benefit anymore. So I think we got more value out of running it orange right now than red. Just make sure. Come on, Monty. Hold together. Final stretch. Double podium! Ah! Ha ha ha! And when the Scuderia Rossini are out of the... we're out and didn't get any points. Oh, that's really good for us. That puts us back in the second in the championship. And really, the Mercs did not get a lot of points this race. Now, they've won every single other race yet this season. But if this sort of thing keeps happening, we can still end up first this season. Yeah, Monty did really well. It's actually insane. What if they have illegal parts? It could be. It could be. That was a long race. There was a lot of pausing. Those, I hear they have flexi wings. Both our drivers gained 4 places over the course of the race. Although Monty did really well, gaining 3 as well. Yeah. So Chica moves up from 6th into 5th in the championship. Monty's still slightly ahead. And Monty taking in the 3rd position. And there we are. It's actually tied. We're tied in the championship over here. Crazy. Oh, this is good. This is really good. We did, of course, get quite lucky with the accident. Our drivers performed very well. Like, right, no matter what, we clearly we're going to finish in a pretty good position. But then we got lucky points-wise with some of this other stuff, too. All right. Give me that payout. And we did get more money going for the 600K sponsor than the other one. We would have gotten the race, but not the quali. So again, we squeezed another 100,000 out of this. Interview. Which drivers are better? If I say I'm not answering that, I think it lowers our marketability. Monty is currently leading, so I'm going to say Monty's currently leading. There's no penalty to it. It actually boosts the morale. It doesn't hurt the morale of the other driver. Okay, pit crew. So we are looking for a replacement for Pierce over here.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
Sure, no, because you're going to be too low in things. Now, hold on. Pierce, really all they are a fixer, so we really don't care about them. Or maybe they lose stats when they lose things. So you know, we're just gonna fire you immediately. Make some room. Oh, whiskey and chocolate. Who dat? Planko Seals! Time to paint the bedroom yellow again. 11111111111. I mean, three cars like got booped in the race, but oh, Kimmy burnt out too. Oh shit! Oh, that's what you're saying. Oh Christ. Well, so you'll get enough skill that you can run the front jack as well. So that's good. Tires and front jack and good stamina. We don't really care about hiring people just for repairs. So I don't think we get you, and refueling doesn't matter. The tire might be okay. Okay, let's do a little swappy-do. We might just wait until the next set of mechanics before we lock in on anything here. I mean, we hired one replacement, which is good. But we might just stop there. Fixing doesn't matter. You burnt out, but it doesn't matter. We can just leave you there. That's okay. It is a shame, because they had 20s all the way across the board. It's a real shame. Nope. Okay. So working on reliability of the engine, which is fine. When does their new brake come in? Oh, in 7 hours. Good, yeah. So keep maxing out reliability for now. Although, I don't think this brake is one we're going to use. Well, let's see. I think that was just a dummy one we were using as learning. Yeah. It was just a cheapo. So, we could, like, it's probably better than what we have now. Well, it's better for one, but that's it. We could do a little reliability work. I wonder if there's any chance we can get it before the race. Yeah. Actually, we could do this and use this brake here for the race. It's not one we're going to keep for the season, but that'll get our engines in really good shape. Deceleration is very important for the next race, so actually, I think I like this idea. I think I like this idea a lot. What I'll do is I'll cancel this engine. Well, no, it's all going to be fine. It's going to be high enough percentages to go. Okay, we're going to keep going down the brakes. I think this is probably going to be another learner brake, though. So I think what we're going to do is just run these, because they're no time, no cost for the driver's components. I mean, plus potentially even a discount over here. In fact, it's going to be done before the next race, which is great. Yeah, we're just going to burn through this and do the next one. Yeah, rain in Munich. Light rain for the race. This one will turn into be, like, soaking wet the entire time. Because, you know, the weather reports are always inaccurate, apparently. Yeah, all right. Gonna do this. Boop. And yeah, actually, how's the reliability of the parts we need for the next race? Because acceleration, deceleration, medium speed corners. Yeah, 90% is going to be fine. The suspension, we might want a little bit more love. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take out this engine here. Maybe I just drop this and then don't run it. No, you know what? Let's do that. Brakes are going to be crucial. You know what? No, let's just do this. Use this existing brakes and make sure there's no... The thing is, at 80%, you're probably fine. I want to do the engine because we're going to be using this engine. I want to be able to push the shit out of it. And this is... Oh, this engine's the one with the 35% red zone. Yeah. Okay, maybe I don't worry about the suspension, because 80% is probably okay. We do this, so we can use these brakes, and yeah, they'll basically be 100%ed for the race itself. And yeah, I can't drop this engine because it's got the 35% red zone. I've got to finish it. It's going to be Monty's engine, because she can't push as long in a race anyway. Alright, brake build finished. So now we're probably designing... Well, this could be another throwaway. This could be another throwaway, and then we do one with, like, epic part, although it might be random legendary. Oh, you know what? There's not a very good epic part. Other than random legendary, obviously. Because we're already capped here. We don't want to run illegal parts. I think this is actually going to be a real break, and then the next one is also going to be a real break with the random legendary. Yeah, I could use this one for the reduced build time, but over here it saves me 100 grand. Although, maybe, you know what? Maybe that would be better for the time anyway, but... I mean, great options for illegal breaks for next season? Yes. Our illegal breaks for next season are going to be insane. I think... Yeah, we don't really need any performance work. I think we run this, and then we do one more break that's exactly the same, but has a random legendary, and those are our breaks for the season, until we do a bunch of illegal parts at the end. Well, even if we don't spend the million here, this part is still no time and cost. Although I guess the base one doesn't have any time anyway, but it saves us 50 grand by doing this. Anyway, so we're going to do this over here. Yeah, I'm going to do this, then the random legendary, and that'll be the breaks for this season until we do illegal parts. Groovy. Fresh sponsors available over here. Okay, hold on. So we have... The first place thing we're probably not going to run. We still have special effects. These are 7th place and above. The 4th, 4th, 6th. That's actually good money for 6th place and above. It's better than we currently got. Now, we could just take Condor just for the million. I guess 4th and above is pretty good. We might even be able to do it. Well, this is only 3 races, which is interesting, which would mean it would cycle quite quickly. I'm tempted to take Ambrosia, pick it for our target, and then in 3 races we get to pick someone else who might just be better. We have been doing 4th fairly consistently, you're right. But here's the thing. This 4th is 800 grand versus 700 grand. So not much of a difference. 6th is a lot easier than 4th. It's got $1 million up front, yeah, versus 300,000, but it's only 3 races versus 8. So the upfront, this is still better because $1 million divided by 8 is better than 300,000 divided by 3, but not by much. And this is going to be a lot easier for qualifying, whereas Condor is going to be hard for qualifying. Race 4th, doable, although not easy. Ambrosia is the best pick. Easy. Squillando has my name, Squillado. That is funny. It has a better bonus here, but I think I'd like to take the short one and hope we get a 4 or 5 star sponsor. Yeah, for the faster reroll, exactly. I think a lot leans in that direction. It's basically the same value. It gets us a reroll faster. It's beautiful. Okay. Bow. Chica's birthday? Yeah, of course we'll throw her a party. Her morale was already maxed and doesn't matter that much, but no, we're going to throw her a party. Come on. You want me to show you my HQ? There it is. Upgrading to factory level 4. Tempted to maybe, like, spend to get an early boost, like, to get the better forecasting or something, but I don't know. I think we're okay. Emma didn't get a party. Yeah, she doesn't get a car either. Okay, cool, yeah. So actually, we can just slam some other things in there right now. I think this Epic engine's going to stay to the end. We can throw it back in. It doesn't matter, but I'll throw these suspensions in. Because, yeah, these guys are set up, which means I can also throw the new brakes in. Who's happier with their car right now? Ria's currently happier with her car. And she's already got pretty good brakes, so we're going to upgrade the brakes on Balky. Oh, wait. Sorry. Upgrade the brakes on Balky right over here. Good, good, good. Meh. Meh. Okay. The engine. Thank you. So this engine is going to Monty. Yeah, thanks for the reminder. And the reason is it's got a higher red zone, Like, we're not giving her the better one, you know, out of a preference. Actually, the Epic one has better performance right now. This one here has a higher red zone, and she can't push as long. So she's going to get that, which means that Balky can now get this engine over here. Excellent. These are our 2 best performing engines. They're in there. Nothing illegal. Quality's good. All the other parts are okay. We're not using that. We're using this plus that. Okay. Hopefully this brake isn't going to cause us any problems. I don't know if it's the bottom or the top. Hold on. Because we can find out. If I go to Scouting Report, Beatrice, and... Oh, I guess it is at the bottom. Although I guess it doesn't matter as long as I keep clicking here. 95%. Okay, we're going to pin you. Because you're very marketable, although the skill might not quite reach there. Cody. Well, you could 5-star. Bad at Kurs. But the marketability is so low. 99. I don't know. Maybe you develop crazy traits. If it's just your fitness holding you back, it might not be so bad. We will see. What's the whiskey and chocolate? It's just a mundo! What? Hey, Quill. I have some racing geese for sale. Let me know if you'd like a quick gander. Ha! Ha ha! And, oh yeah, and the performance for the legendary parts, not improved yet. Although no, basically it's 2400. I think it had some like minus to the max kind of stuff. But it's still fine. In fact, you know, the epic one will have better performance than the legendary in the end. Wait. And this has a higher red zone? What happened? Why is... Did we fuck up doing our design? Maybe I chose the random legendary instead of an epic part, and we just didn't get a very good random legendary. But I would have thought it came second, so we would have both an epic and a legendary. Well, we'll see. Anyway, let's race. So we're going to Munich. It is going to be warm and rainy. Harder tire compounds, which means maintaining tire pressure or tire time is not going to be an issue. We're going to pick Ambrosia over here. That's a for sure. 32 laps. 32 laps. And raining the whole time. So we'd like to ideally probably practice on some inters. Tire selection really isn't going to matter. In fact, I might want to overkill on the softs here, because it's more likely we'll be weaving some softs between the stints. And there's no way we run 3 mediums, right? Especially since I think this is a fairly cheap pit. So we'll overweight it on the softs in case we need to weave in some things. She's only content because the other car is better. Sorry. I mean, maybe I can flip things somewhere. But no. I don't know. Screw them. Deal with it. Switch parts? Yeah, I know she's not happy, but I don't really care that much. There we go. Basically no difference. They both think their car's better. Hooray! The winner is us. Drivers are so fickle. They just wanted a change, that's all. So yeah, I think I'm fine with the tires. Brakes? Are the brakes no good? No, we're good on the brakes. Or maybe people are just discussing what parts to maybe switch around. Okay. I don't think happiness affects the skill. I think it affects their morale gain, but I have no idea, actually. Go. She didn't like the skin. Yeah. Legendary engine still green most. Yeah. As everyone, I mean, everyone had been in this league for longer, so they started way ahead on the performance of their parts. Yeah, we don't have a purple. We're really not going to get a lot of knowledge. I'm wondering if we just force the inters, even though a lot of the time the track is apparently going to be dry. I think we try to force like 2 levels of inter knowledge, even though it's incredibly crummy. Downside is we burn through a set of inters, but I don't think it matters. We've got lots. Okay, we clearly want more downforce. And we are going to want to be at the lower end of the speed balance. So let's add in the downforce. And go a little shorter over here. We're not going to use the softs for quali. We're not going to use the soft knowledge for quali. More downforce. Shorter on the speed balance. There we go. Alright, we'll start with something like this. Well, we really don't need to save a set of slicks. We've got enough softs. Well, okay. Here's the thing. What if it ends up not being rainy very much on race day and we do a ton of soft stints? I mean, we can probably get a level of soft knowledge. You know what? I should just start on softs because it is flat. Maybe we can do 2 and 2. We might be able to get 2 and 2 for the knowledge. It's a little tricky. But it's not like we're going to get much inter-knowledge right now anyway, because it's dry. So we'll start with this and see what we can do. Oop. I guess it just remembers whatever the stint was set to last time. Switch to inters now. Wow, speed balance perfect right away. Amazing. 90% right off. Very cool. So we'll add in some downforce. Not a crazy amount. We'll soften the suspension by 1 notch, and then we'll find the speed balance back later on. And we'll just switch to inters now. No, one more on these softs. Yes, it would have been quality last time. So if I just left it here and then went to race afterwards. Let's soften by 1 notch and see what this kind of shakes out. If it goes to good, we get a lot of knowledge. Well, we get the most knowledge probably if it goes to great, because it probably means the excellence right in between. Yeah, do 1 more on these softs. It's starting to rain now, but we'll still get good soft knowledge. You'll see if the knowledge rates break, because these 2 won't be in sync anymore. So yeah, we got our soft tire knowledge was coming in just fine. Ooh, goddamn! It's in because I like the minigame. Plus, even if you save the settings, it doesn't. There's so much randomness. We have loaded a functional setting early on. We did do a lot of saving. We'd load it, and you'd still spend like 5 minutes fiddling with things because it was never quite right. And do something a little like that, and then I'll just screw with the tire pressure a little, just to see. Well, I mean, they're both purple, so why would I? Well, no, because I won't be able to tell if the percentage goes up or not by screwing with this now, so I may as well more or less leave things where they are, and then we can mess with it afterwards. We used to have purples here with Valky, right? On something? Oh, no, never mind. We never did. Okay. Well, so first of all, that is quite interesting. So with the downforce, we were good. I'll dial in a little bit more downforce. Something like that. See what that does for us. Now, the handling did indeed end up where it's probably right smack in the middle of these 2. Speed balance was great. It's still great. Do something like that. So it's even further to the left. Probably this is going to break the speed balance. But I think we'll get some good information on the handling here. You can tell I'm trying to squeeze in as much knowledge as possible here, since I'm actually bothering to do the overtake for these rounds when I hate the extra 2 clicks. We hates them. All right, 98%. Purple, purple, green, and we know where the ideal speed balance is. So I think what I'm going to do is just bring down the rear angle, dial in some more front angle. Okay, it was purple here and purple there, and we're right in the middle of 2 purples. That's like a really broad purple range. Sometimes it feels like purple is 1 pixel, but people have said it's about the size of the circle, which does sort of surprise me. Theoretically, this is all going to be purple. Hopefully we hit 99. But what it means, probably we just fuel you for the 4 laps, and that's probably, and we'll just leave you out until you run out of fuel. Purple all the way. 98%. So what we'll do here is we'll give a couple of notches of tire pressure and then see what that does for us. Stay out for 4 laps on your intermediates. Go, go, go. Okay. We'll do this, actually. Alright. Go faster. Bring in. Oh, I think I just missed the... Oh, no, I got the pit entrance. Okay, because it is now 2... I do actually want to get the intermediate level 2. And it's going to be dry the rest of the time? Yeah, never mind. I'm going to put you back out and force the 2s, but we can see if we need to make an adjustment. We're still at 99 over here. I'm just going to... throw in some tire pressure and see what that does. In case it hit, or still at 98 is what I meant to say. So yeah, go back out and do... another lap here. I could have left you out. Sorry. Maybe I just need 1, but maybe I'll do it with 2. 98. Did something break? Perfect. That's really good information, because now we know the handling should actually be the thing that moves to the left. So the best way to do that is probably just to bring the camber back. And then the speed balance, we're going to add in the rear angle and then bring that down. And that probably is our 99. So there we go. Intermediate level 2, which is as far as it's going to get. $99. Perfect. And so now you're just going to, and we've got our race trim, yeah. So you're going to just switch back to, you're going to do quality stints on these used softs, please and thank you, until the end of the session. %. Pushing the cars, the knowledge you gain is based on basically how many laps you're completing, so pushing the cars might let you do 1 extra lap, which is why we were pushing it there. Plus, there was some timing we were interested in here. So, quality stints on the used softs. Thank you. Go, 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 go. Again, we're probably not going to use the soft knowledge. Well, we're not going to use the soft knowledge in quali. So, mostly it's just if it turns out that we want to use a bunch of softs during the race, then we might not use the intermediate knowledge at all. Hoping to get the level 2 knowledge on the softs there. They'll probably need to be refueled and put out 1 more time. Level 2 knowledge. We hit level 3 on a refuel? That was a little unlikely. No, then we can't. We're not going to have time to send them out again. We did get the level 3 soft. Cool. All right. So race trim is level 3. Quali trim's level 2, which is unfortunate. Now, the big question mark. What's the weather going to be like? For quali. Rain was predicted. That doesn't look like the rain icon. There might still be some during quali. Near the end. Okay, so basically we're just going out for a first stint, and that's pretty much it. It's pretty much going to be one shot, because we could go out again later on intermediates, but there's no way that's going to be a faster time. So quality trim, sweeter spots. Quality trim, super overtake. Soft, soft. We're at 99%. I look like a wizard. And yeah, and I'll probably go out right away and beat the traffic, because that seems to work out fine with us most of the time. Basically, this is one-shot quali. We'll send out Monty first, because she's unlikely to hold anyone up. No, the soft tire knowledge doesn't do very much. I know 15% is bigger than 10%, but based on our decompilation of the code, tire knowledge, so absolutely fresh tires of the softest compound have a 0 second per lap delay. And then when it goes into the medium performance band, the delay becomes, I think, 0.75? No, 1.5? One or the other. And then when it hits the bottommost performance band, it's 5 seconds per lap slower from fresh softest tires. And that's where the 15% tire knowledge comes in. So for quali, for the entire time the tire is at its freshest third here, the softest, the 15% tire knowledge does nothing. Whereas with the car performance, the trim performance benefits every single lap delay you're getting from all of your parts. So our parts are generating several seconds worth of unoptimal time, because we don't have the best engine, the best brake, the best this. So the 10% from that should be benefiting us a lot more than the 15% from the softest tires. Unless there's some extra special code for quali, but as far as I could tell, that was not the case. So the quali / race trim is much more important than the tire knowledge. Although if you're using harder tires, then the tire knowledge becomes that much more important. All right, let's see how we do. And just to confirm, yeah, this is a one-shot quali. That is it. So what we get here is going to determine our starting position. Do we hold on to 5th and 6th? Well, I don't mind that one bit. No reason to send out for the second one. Oh, Gamobo, there's so little information about how any of this works in the game. So, did you know, for example, Gamobo, the performance number of your vehicle, like of your parts, right? Like, let's say our brakes have 2300 performance. That performance number doesn't mean anything. What happens at the start of the race is they take everyone's brakes, sort them in order. The top quarter have no time penalty. The next quarter have a, I can't remember. I think the bottommost category gets a 1 second per lap time penalty. And then I think it's like, so a 1/3 and 2/3 second time penalty. That's what the part does. The raw performance numbers don't get used. So finding extra 1 or 2 only makes a difference if you suspect it might drop you into another percentile, another quadrant. Same thing with driver stats. They get split into thirds. Top third, second third, third third. Or I might have the parts and the driver stats inverted. Parts might be in thirds, driver stats might be in quarters. But yeah. No, it's not and it's fine. It's a simulate. No matter what, they're having to, fudge things and figure things out and how to, simulate this and whatever. But yeah. But knowing that lets you tweak certain things. Understanding how the tire performance bands is way more important. The quadrants is whatever. It's not you don't know what numbers other people are at, so all you can do is try to get as much performance in your parts as you can. Doesn't actually matter. But the tires having the 3 performance bands and how the timings work is very important. In particular, worn soft tires are worse than worn of other compounds. Which means the range for your tires, you really only want that first 70%. Even though there's that cliff, which the cliff isn't explained in the game at all either. But different compounds have a hard cliff where they lose 8 seconds per lap. But soft tires have effectively a cliff when they hit that bottom third. Which when the driver complains about their tires starting to go out, that's when they enter the bottom third. So you do get a bit of a verbal notification for that. But you don't get any notice about the cliff. Okay, it is raining already. What's the weather looking like? Well, we're clearly starting in inters. And then we don't know. It's going to be dry for at least a soft stint. After that, maybe more. By the time we get the inters off, we'll mostly know what the rest of the race looks like. So, we're going to go race trim. I think we're going to start on intermediates. Because we don't know how much we're going to use softs. But we know we're at least going to put in one good stint with intermediates. Probably for 10 laps. Which, how long do these last for? So, okay, so they're overkill. What's the temperature like? Because we'd like to push these intermediates because they have way more tread than is necessary, but the temperature is going to be a big limiter at the top. I suspect the temperature is going to it's going to go up to 26 degrees. I think the intermediates are going to get hot even on yellow mode, so we can't push them, which is really annoying. But that is what it is. Huh. Because we might not even run softs, for all we know. We might just do... I don't know how much life we'd get out of mediums. 16. Yeah, we'd have to run intermediates for half the race, which we're not doing. What about hards? Inter to hard. Inter to hard is one option. Or inter to soft. Ooh, that'd be tricky. Doable, but tricky. It will be at the limit of what we want to run our softs. If we run the inters for maybe 11 laps or 12 laps, 12 would be the ideal. And maybe... Hold on, maybe it is 12 laps of rain. Okay, inter for 12s, then soft for 11, soft for 11. Actually, soft for 10 and 10 is perfect. Okay, I love it. That's what we're doing. Inter, and then 2 stints of about 10 laps on the softs. So what does that mean for our knowledge? Well, I mean, we are going to do 2 stints on softs. So we could grab the 15% higher knowledge, which will make it much less painful to be in that lower performance band with the softs. But again, this has no impact when the tires are fairly fresh, and very mild impact when they're even like halfway worn. It's in that bottom 30%ish that this is really going to matter the most, and I don't think we're going to be spending a lot of time there because we're only going to do 10 laps per. There might be more rain as well. We don't know. We're going to have to make a bit of a decision when we get there. You're right. So here's the thing. If it looks like there's more rain at the end, then what we'll do is inter, medium, inter. So the soft knowledge might go to waste completely. But we know the intermediate won't, and I don't think the soft knowledge is going to be that useful given the length of time we'll be on the softs. So therefore, I think race and intermediate is the strongest option for us. Cool. Because this will definitely pay off, at least some. We're definitely going for high engine mode. We're going to have to keep an eye on Rhea because her engine has got the bad red zone over there. For all we know, with Rhea... okay, it's not a crucial engine race, and we did get our engine reliability very high up. She's not going to have any problems. Races where the engine reliability is crucial, we could consider underfueling her by 1 lap so that she doesn't use her high engine mode as much. But I think right now we're going to be okay. Does overheating reduce performance, or does performance gain on modes higher than yellow? If the tires are at 100% temperature or 0% temperature, they degrade twice as fast. And based on our understanding, we believe that when the tire hits 100% temperature, you no longer get the benefit of being on orange or red and tire mode. So you want to... There's all the incentive to avoid hitting that. So yeah, for the intermediates, I don't think we just want to set it to 100% heat and then keep it on orange. I don't think we get the value of the orange there. So it's better to like keep toggling between orange and yellow. And in fact, I don't think yellow will cool it. I think we'd have to toggle between like orange and green. So I think we just have to stay on yellow. And I suspect we'll probably still hit the 100%, but we can just leave it on yellow. It'll degrade twice as quickly, but I don't think we lose any performance. And then we're kind of okay with that. Okay, I'm pleased. Go. By the time re-rain ends, we should have a really good idea of what the rest of the race is going to look like. So yeah. What I did get there in the end. I'm like, hold on, this is probably what he meant. And yeah, I think when it hits, as long as we're on yellow, if it hits 100%, assuming we're comfortable with our tire tread, we'll just leave it there rather than flick it down to green. All right, and we're off. So we're starting 5th and 6th with Monty slightly ahead. Monty getting a good start right away, although maybe blocking Balky there. A little bit of rivalry between our two drivers. We got a multiple of Mercs and Ferraris ahead, and maybe an overtake there. No, Balky holds on for 6th. Okay, so we had no placement changes. Almost looked like Monty collided into the back of a car over here. Oh! And Balky with the overtake. I was gonna say something. Monty doing the Bottas strats. Alright, nothing to report so far. Nothing else we really want to do over here. We do have enough temperature that maybe we could have actually pushed. But I really think these tires are going to get damn hot on their own. But you know what? Maybe, hold on. If we're going to be content running at 100%, probably. We'll do a little push now. Try to regain this position. We don't have the ERS yet. But Monty did regain that. I mean, 5th is her position, but still. Hold on the train. Crash on lap 1 to 3 restart. Well, I don't know. Okay, that's not, I think, what you meant. Becker, one of the Mercs just crashed. Safety car. No. Let me just stay out. But that could be good. No. That could be good news for our challenge of, dude, you're not allowed to pass under a safety car. I want to see drive-through pit penalty for... What the fucking shit? Now, admittedly, we're not behind the safety car yet. Wow! I'm going straight to the stewards. Wow! Often happens. I've never seen it happen in Motorsport Manager. This is my first time seeing that. I mean, maybe it's happened in races before, but not to my cars. Wow, send an email. Wow. Tires are cooling surprisingly fast. I mean, I do have them on blue. Admittedly, yes. I think we're going to get some degradation over here, so we'll go up to neutral. Let's go to orange just to make sure it gets out of there. Okay, there you go. And, I mean, we're saving track. We're definitely going to push hard on the restart. And we're going to have a ton of ERS. Safety car must be... Oh, wait, one lap left. I thought it was pulling in this lap. Never mind. Whee! Yeah, high fuel delta, it's fine. Call the safety car, look it up. Silly game. They still haven't recovered the car. Oh, maybe they should have just red flagged. Yes, ERS fully charged. I can't do anything about it. It's called a safety car. Okay, temps are definitely going up on yellow. Guess I could have just run some green here, but we're going to be fine now, I think. Alright. Whoops. Kind of missed the restart there. Red, orange, red, red. Red, red. Just for a scooch. Dun, dun, dun. Monty losing positions here. Come on! Monty, I am disappointed. Alright, go back to high. Second place, though, for Balky. Overtaking Monty. Overtaking Tyler, although Holden's coming through like a freaking rocket ship. Not much I can do about that. Not when they had... Is there another crash? Wow. Alright. They had crashes. I mean, often rainy days do have more crashes. Monty with a giant set of overtakes. Just make sure to lock that in there, Monty. Good. Excellent. Wonderful. Lovely. Tire temps are rising, as expected, on orange. We're going to keep it on orange until it maxes out, and then we'll just set to yellow, and I think I'm going to be happy with that. As far as... It looks like it's going to be dry for the rest of the race. What was our plan for that? Soft, soft, right? 12 laps on inters, and then soft, soft. Okay. Don't think we have enough to make any plays here. Let's drop you down to orange now. I think both they might be able to both run orange to the end of the race. We'll have to keep an eye out on Monty's engine because of the larger red zone. But because it's not a crucial engine race, I think we're going to be fine there. Just keep charging some ERS for now. And yeah, I think the inters were good for like 19 laps. So even with a fair amount of pushing, we should be very comfortable here. Defending her position. Yeah, there's someone right on our ass. But they're not ERSing right now, which is good. These guys really aren't pushing their tires, and I think they should be. Balky's got a little bit of... Ooh, someone's coming up on Balky really fast here. Oh, shit. Ah! Curses. Well, here's hoping that our strategy is superior in the end. Happy I stopped you. Oh, you actually are right alongside Holden here. And... Oh, almost passed the... We're not a Ferrari, really. Peter Forsyth down 11. Is he... Or now 7. Is Forsyth the one who overtook us under the safety car? And yeah, Monty first again. I'm thinking, Oh, cut a corner. Get a penalty for Flores. I'm thinking they probably just put in a really big car upgrade over here. Which is not good for us. But it is going to make for a much more exciting season. Jeez, this Ferrari. You know what? I think someone should check their fuel flow sensors, because I don't really trust these pseudo-Ferraris here. No. Oh, tire deg's maxed out, so let's go to neutral, because we're not gaining anything from being in orange anymore. Man, this fight for first! Oh, this would be the best F1 race of the season. Look at this! Could you imagine this? Holy shit. Then a little rocket there. Could you imagine an F1 race where the top 3 were fighting corner to corner like this? Tire to tire through the corners is what I mean? Nuts! Now, the Ferrari are forming a defensive strategy called a wall. There we go. Alright, just stay close to them and we'll give you a big ERS boost later on. Okay, another smattering of rain. Defend a little ERS here from Holden. We don't have a lot, though, so it was never going to last very long. Although Holden got caught by the Ferrari wall. Ah, no, they're going to be fine there. Okay. Holden splitting the Ferraris. And leaving them behind. So yeah, we're going to keep our tires maxed on temp because we don't care. 2 more laps, we're going to be fine. There's no cliff on these, and even the performance bands aren't too bad in terms of changes. Tons of fuel in both cars. I think we're good for 2 more laps like this. We might have to pull back to green if it turns out it's becoming a problem, but I think we're okay. Finally watched the British GP for 3 weeks ago. Well, the last race wasn't bad either. It was pretty nuts. The races this year have been really good. They were really good last year, too. So yeah, I think we are pinned over here, but I think our tire dag is actually fine and manageable, even though we're at the 100% temperature mark. And I don't want to have to pull back to green. I don't think anyone else is doing it either. Okay, so we're not pitting this lap, it's next lap we're pitting. And we're pretty much fine with you using ERS anywhere. Ideally, like, overtakes through chicane are going to be difficult, but otherwise it's not too bad. Maybe the hairpin here is a little bit weaker either. but overall, we're not going to be too fussy with where we use it. Monty's got no one near her. Valky's not too far behind over here, but I don't think a 40% charge is going to be enough to do anything. Maybe it is, but they have plenty of charge too. They may just come back at us that way. Another crash! The only crash that mattered really is Becker so far. Alright, I'm going to use the ERS here and here, just so I don't forget it and end up with too much. Because that's the start of lap level number 12. And this lap here, we would have preferred being on slicks. We would have preferred being on slicks. But, and maybe, here's the thing. If we had pit now, we'd be faster than everyone on this lap. And that would be good. But by holding off, we are going to go to a soft strategy, which I think is going to be stronger. So we're definitely pitting now. We could have pit this last lap. Although, if there's still a little bit of dampness with our adaptability, it might not be too bad. Did I just hear boom? Like a Windows error message? Yeah, split pit, and actually that would have been the thing to maybe do. But, oh well. And yeah, no other rain predicted. Yeah, I probably should have maybe thrown Balky or Monty into the pits, but they're far enough apart actually, they should be okay. Yeah, we want Tyler to crash, not Taylor. Now, watch the AI for some reason stay out. I don't think it's going to happen. God damn, Balky. I'm going to get ahead before the pits. I don't see the pitting symbol. Wait, are they staying out? Hume, NATO, and Lawrence have boxed for mediums, which aren't going to last until the end of the race. So they're going to go medium soft. I think soft is going to work beautifully. Good double pit. Yeah, I think there's going to be some massive undercutting going on here. Go. Go. I think there's going to be massive amounts of undercut. I can't push the tires, though. We don't have spare life in them. Yeah, we're getting pit stop times that make the FIA want to change the rules. Yeah, maximum ERS. I mean, we're full on ERS, so we're going to dump the ERS anyway. So I'm assuming 1, 2, and 3 are boxing now. Their tires are pretty worn. Could you imagine they didn't for some reason? There they go. They're all pitting. Oh, it's going to be tough. Dump a little more ERS and go. They're just coming out of the pits now. Yes? Oh, Monty got held up. Okay, not so bad. She didn't actually hit the back of someone's car that caused her to lose all the speed. Now, Holden's probably got tons of charge. Yeah, he's got full charge, and he's crushing his engine mode. So there's no reason to worry about having Monty pass Holden, because it's not going to stick. And she doesn't have much in the way of charge right now. So just run your best race. It's going to be okay. Temps are rising on these softs, which means we are going to be doing a little conserve, which is actually fine. We're not going to do it now while we're being challenged, though. Now, Holden's running softs just like we are. It'll be interesting to see. He's redlining them. He might go for a short soft stint into mediums. I think soft, what we're doing, I think is still going to be better. Let's try to just delay when he passes. Make him work for it. I think we've got better tire strategy. But I would think that, because I'm the one who chose it. Okay. Not a surprise that they passed us. We're not going to stress about that. Weather's going to be clear for the rest of the race. So no more wet weather. Trying to remind Quill not to push his luck. Time for the Ferrari headphones. 3 drivers have crashed so far. Hope no drivers from Predator Racing Group will be fourth class. Damn it! Why would you say something like that? Forming. So theoretically, if their form is at 10, they get to use all their stats. If it's lower than 10, their stats aren't coming in to the same amount of strength. In practice, we don't see much of a difference. Went down hard or mediums. Hard for Madi, so presumably he's looking to finish the race on those hards. We'll see. I like that he's behind us. If he was in front of us on hards, we might lose some time trying to overtake him. But the fact that we were able to get past him real fast with little drama is actually really good for us. Holden's having to... Look at this. Look how conservative he's having to do right now. Which could be a good time for us to strike. Especially before we have to back up our own tires. Go. Not enough charge. Although, I mean, as long as we can keep pace, we actually might just be able to pass them au naturel here. Or use a tiny bit of ERS. Post the chicane. Get on the inside. Maybe get ahead. Yeah, I mean, he's got some charge. And he did just have to put up his engine mode here. But alright, alright, alright. Valky might actually have more fuel even staying on orange the whole time. We might be redlining her engine by the end of it. How's the condition over here? Yeah, we're fine. No, that's a good point about the driver assist. I don't remember... We're going to have to keep an eye on that. I don't know if we've been offered the chance to do that. Because, yeah, we do have good stats in our driver, so theoretically eliminating driver assists, making driver stats more important, should benefit us and hurt other teams. That's a great point. Tire temps are getting high. We're going to have to pull back soon. Maybe I'll pull back with Monty now, since she's not in a fight. But Balky, well, if we manage to slow him down, maybe it is worth going to low conserve right now, as long as he doesn't pass us. He's got tons of charge. I guess if he wants to pass us, he can. So we'll just green right now. If he does hit ERS, we'll use ours defensively. Ours will run out first, and he'll pass us. But in the meantime, we'll have wasted a lot of time. On our tires, yeah, about 3 laps, 4 laps. We're in a box at the... I guess we're boxing in lap 22. Yeah. Oh, there he goes. He's ERSing now. So we'll go ahead and hit it defensively. Hope that we're just holding him back as long as possible. His tire life is actually a little bit better, which is interesting. Man, that was a really good defend. Now, Monty's closing the gap, I think. Maybe not, I don't know. And we didn't use her charge. If she can close up, if we can keep backing things up with Balky here, and if Monty can get close, and I don't know if that'll happen, we're going to see what happens when Monty gets a ton of charge. The fact that we wasted Holden's charge there, admittedly not all of it, was very good for us. Yeah, that's right, he pitted 1 lap later. Used a little ERS, but to no effect. That's good. Always trying to pass us organically. Au naturel. But no. Defended. Oh. Try to get it back ahead here. Yeah, they have tons of ERS. Eventually, he'll just hit the button and he'll pass us. But we're going to make him spend his ERS to do it. It's fallen back. They've had to change some modes here. We're very happy that we're doing well on green. Now, I think someone's closing into Monty over here. Monty, oh, just did a big ERS here. And isn't going to be boxing again. I don't think Monty does it if he's not ERSing. Because we're on 2 compound softer tires. We should be considerably fast. And the thing is, Monty's got tons of charge, too. Is he using charge again? It's felt like that number started shrinking. Maybe I'll just use Monty's right now. Try to keep them both in view. Okay, we're boxing next lap. Yeah, you're right. We can go to normal now. Because actually, we ended up stretching these tires a lot. Alright, go Monty, because obviously you're about to max out your stuff. Maybe you can make a run at Holden. I don't think so. I think it's too far away, but... Unless, you know what, we slow down Balky some more. Just for a little bit longer. We can actually split the pits, but I don't know. Let's just do this. Because that's lap 22. So we're going to finish this. Yeah, 10 laps. It says 11 laps remaining? Right, counting 22. When we finish 22, there'll be 10 laps left. So we definitely want to pit for our softs. We're going to go normal, that's fine. Parts are fine. Okay. And the same thing here. And they're going to be far enough apart that we're not going to have any issues. In fact, we can actually push these tires. Weather's good. We checked before. We were pretty sure there wasn't going to be any rain. If we give out the position here, it doesn't really matter so much. Man, Mounty, do you really have a lot of charge, huh? Or... Wait. Shit. I was looking at that, I was like, oh, Monty hasn't used that much, but... Okay. Well, that's right, because I was like, oh, we'll slow it down. So we might waste a little bit of charge here. Yeah, we're going to waste 8% charge. Also, we ended up double stacking because I didn't hit the button. Fuck. I fucked that up. Yep. I fucked that up. Oh! Who did we just slow down, though? Van Cloyson. Alright, not a big deal, but... Go. Go. Okay, go. Do you happen to look how they are caught with illegal parts? No, I don't know! Like, if you have one level of illegal parts, I don't know how likely you are to get caught. I basically never race with illegal parts, because then you don't get to carry them forward, right? If it wasn't for the fact that it sort of screws you for the next season as well, it would be a lot more tempting. I was too busy watching Monty that whole thing. Well, we only wasted 8%. Well, no, but then we got the double stack, which we wouldn't have gotten. So, probably lost about a second time on Monty there. Although, I don't know exactly how much of a difference it would have made. Maybe nothing. Okay. And yeah, our pits are done for the race now. And everyone else still has to go. The thing is, Holden's, like, the distance between Holden... He might still come out ahead. I don't know if we're going to pull off an undercut here.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
Well, let's burn some more ERS to try to get as close as possible. Although he might not be boxing this lap. Where is he? Softs, Cliff. Ultras are at 20, softs are at 15. He just hit the cliff with these softs. Well, hello. Also, hello, whiskey and chocolate from Wedgebury! So when the battery goes, what's the charge? Oh my god! I like you just providing the punchline and nothing else. That's brilliant. Beautiful. Mechanical problems for Holden? Oh no! What a tragedy! Now, Monty might be making it to the end of the race with these hards. We have to gamble on the fact, well, we're not gambling. Our strategy is just, they're ahead, but we should have much, much faster tires here. Much, much faster tires. So let's hope we can close the gap. You know what? How do I red Balky's engine for a little bit here so we can close a little faster? Yeah, Tyler's not making it to the end. That's fine. But we've got 10-second gap between us and Madi here to make up for. It is going to be a challenge. The engine reliability is fine. Springs are going a bit over there, but they should be okay for the end of the race. Seven laps remaining. Alright, go back to high mode here. Was it not a 10-second gap? Now it's a 12-second gap? How are we losing time to Madi? Tyler will pit. They haven't pit yet, but they will pit. The ERS? Okay. I mean, I guess he would have had to. It's the only possible explanation. Oh, it's sent to Tyler? No. Because this isn't gap to the person in front of me. This is gap to the leader. I don't know. I'm confused. He did fastest lap with those hards? Okay. So he must have burned a ton of ERS. Okay, we're going to come out ahead. Well, Balky's definitely going to come out ahead of Tyler. I'm assuming Monty will as well, but we may as well throw some ERS here to make sure. Yeah, I think it's a pretty... Yeah, definitely. Monty's going to come out ahead. Now, Tyler's going to be on fresh softs, and we know their car is fast. Are we... No, okay, we're at 30%. That's a 30% warning. Could be bad. Okay, fuel. The temperatures on the tires are getting a little high. Okay, we're now 10 seconds to Madi. It's going to be a big ask to catch Madi. It's going to be a really big ask. 1.5 gain. Yeah, but we burned a bunch of ERS too, right? So that's part of it. They might be faster on those worn hards than we are. If Madi pits, we win, yes. Oh, they're pushing. Really? Huh. Huh. They might be thinking they have to box one more time and they're pushing. Watch out for Monty. Monty's okay right now. Holden's catching up, of course. Which is going to be a whole thing. Oh, tire temps. Okay, we're still good for now. Although maybe I will drop them in case I miss it. Because unlike the Inters, we don't have a ton of spare. Although we did have a little bit to spare. Yeah, clips has hards have no clips, so they can ride it all the way to 0%. And there's not much of a performance difference between the fastest and slowest performance bands on the hardest tires. They basically just are what they are. Holden ERSing, catching up hard to Monty. He doesn't have a ton of charge left, though. We'll use ours for a scooch, but I'm not even convinced he could have passed us. Go back to saving it. We will have to yellow her engine at some point. Let me give her the neutral tires for now so she gets a little bit of help in this part of the race. Because Holden's definitely going to the end on these mediums. And even though he's on a harder compound, I definitely believe he's got a faster... Shitballs. That was... Come on. I don't think... We're not retaking this position even under ERS. We're side by side in the corners. I thought for sure... Nope. But Madi did pit. So at least there's that. So there's a little bit of good news in all this mess, but... Okay, go to conserve now. I'm going to watch her fuel. I think she'll need to yellow just a little bit before the end of the race. Not much, but some. Now, Madi just burned all the ERS from coming out. Well, they still have some. They're pushing their tires hard, which, yes, okay. They've got, I mean, there's not much left. I think Madi's going to be able to overtake us by the end of it. But Balky might be fine. We can go back to yellow, I think, here. Till the end of the race. And actually, we might be able to go back and finish on yellow here as well. It's a shame Holden got through. I'm not sure that we could have stopped it, but the longer Monty could have held it off, the safer Balky's win is. And right now, it's not feeling very safe at all. Now, Balky's got tons of ERS charge. Let me dump a little now, so I don't, like, hit the 100%. I'm going to be able to red her engine a little bit as well. Okay, let me hold off now. Come on, try to take it back. Fight for your podium, Monty! There you go. I don't think we get through Holden, so I was like, I'll save the extra 10% for defensive stuff. Okay, Balky's on her last lap. Yeah, she's got ridiculous amounts of fuel. Her tires are good. She's got the extra ERS. We'll hit it in a second. Alright, go. I think, yeah, just try to hold on to third. Don't think you can overtake for second. Tires are maxed out on temp. That's okay. There's the ERS, so we will ERS defensively. Although they probably have more charge. And they do. Yeah, there you go. Monty's lost the podium spot. Which was fairly expected. Now, hopefully Tyler doesn't do something annoying. He does have a little charge. Oh, for fuck's sake. We're fine. We just lost some speed at the end. Oh! That's weird. It had negative fuel delta, but we actually crossed with 0.01. How does that work out? We're fine. Running out of fuel doesn't get you out of the race. You just go really slowly, and I think we had enough of a gap where we're fine anyway. But yeah, way too caught up on what's going on over here. Well, appropriately caught up on what's going on over here. Trying hard to save Monty's race. There you go, 1-4. Yeah, unlike Vettel, yeah. You gotta save that leader at the end for the fuel test. Gonna get DQ'd. Okay. Now, we still would really like to see illegal parts in the Ferraris. Because that would make our second place position championship slightly safer. It would be really interesting with illegal parts on Holden over here. Especially with Becker out. Then all of a sudden, we got a race, man. Yeah, it's not a surprise that the DQ stands. They would have had to find something miraculous. I'm sure they were arguing that there's fuel left in the engine that they could sample or something like that. A double stack killed Monty. Yeah, no, that was entirely failing that ERS. Well, I mean, you never know because things get wonky. Like, losing a second doesn't necessarily mean you'd be a second ahead by the end of it because of, you know, contact with cars and the way it works. But there you go. 1-4 anyway. Standing on top of the podium. Chica now leading Monty anyway in the championship standings. Holden coming out ahead of Becker. And actually, the point spread's not that big over here. But yeah, Monty over here is a death machine. We are back in second. 56 points. Our gap to Steinman has closed. I think it was 75 last race. I don't know. At least Chica got a birthday win. That's right. What a great present. No, there was no punishment for overtaking the safety car. I don't think that was Flores' illegal parts. I think that was the note because she got a penalty for cutting a corner during the race. I mean, we keep coming in first overall as a team, which is great. We need rain every race. We need crashes every race. Yep, there's some bonuses. Although our the last time I renewed contracts, at least for the drivers, I think one of them even got a pay cut. I think the mechanics went down. I think their contract, if we take a look at their staff, qualifying bonus, like first, but this is like the minimum. This one, okay, still had the old contract, so he gets paid a lot. But yeah, first and the minimum. It's still higher here. But the drivers are not getting paid the same amount. Like, they're like so into the team that Balky effectively took a pay cut when we renewed her contract. Yeah, I'm a genius. Chairman's like, oh, all right. Whew. Need a rain god on call, yeah. What's the next race? Cape Town? Yeah, it's going to be sunny. Soft tires. I wonder if it's going to be really hot or not. It is... So, I mean, the race day itself is in June, and I believe in this game it doesn't do the hemispheres. So I think it's going to consider this to be, like, summer. So probably this is going to be hot weather on soft tire compounds. That's going to be an interesting race. Yeah, it will be hot, because even though June should be winter for Cape Town, I don't think it does that. Folks, we're going to wrap it up here. Next live stream's on Wednesday. What are we going to play on Wednesday? I don't know. We finished Victoria 2. New game on Wednesday? Let me know. Send me something on the tweeters or post in Discord. Let's figure out what we're playing on Wednesday. We're going to rate a Kiss for Luck right now. And, oh, that was what the bong was. Out of disk space. Oh, okay. And I'll see you guys in a couple of days. Bye-bye.